Hello, everyone. Stelkum Heath here, binge and emotional eating recovery specialist. I am on a mission to help women end the war against food and their bodies. And today I have a very special guest with me, one of my amazing clients, Kim Downey. And she's going to just share a little bit about her experience through the Food Freedom Program. So welcome, Kim.
So
good to have you here. Did you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself, where you're from, and all that good stuff?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. My name's Kim. I live in Adelaide. I have two teenagers. We live close to the beach. I'm passionate about the ocean, and I think also just generally like women's equality. That's probably my passions.
Beautiful. And I think through our time together, what I learned is you really just such an example for other women when it comes to your passions and how you stand out and what you believe in. So super proud of that.
Thanks, Carol. Yeah, I think it's really important to kind of role model, particularly the next generation, about women just taking their place at the table.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we've had many discussions about that, and I think we can have many more.
Yes, true.
So did you want to just tell us what life was like before the Food Freedom Program or before you found me?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure this will be familiar to a lot of people, but I've spent my whole life yo-yo dieting, probably like just hating myself and my body and feeling really disconnected with food. I've actually even had gastric banding surgery. I've had that for 20 years. And I still haven't made peace with food or my body. I think food was a constant thinking space for me, as was, this relationship with yourself and your scales, and a good and bad mentality around, if you're doing something, then you're a good person, or if you're not with food, you're a bad person, and just really attached to that being part of my self-worth.
Yeah, and you're definitely not alone in that. I know I experienced that myself as well for many years. So thank you so much for sharing. And how did you treat food before the working together on the Food Freedom Program?
I think food is like one of those things that takes up a lot of space in your mind. I probably used food as a reward punishment. Also, either on either ends of the scale, like really good or really bad, and then that makes you into the thinking of the type of person that you might be, depending on what that is. And probably just not really having the respect for food that I feel like have improved on. Yeah.
Amazing. And what was your biggest aha moment during our time together?
Yeah, there's been lots, I must say. Look, I think the biggest thing for me is just this self-awareness around the negative thinking patterns. It's actually disgusting the way that you treat yourself and the stories you tell yourself and the stories that you keep telling yourself over and over and over again. And, I think, Stell talked a lot about, your mind just replaying the same story to you. I think my mind's been replaying the same story to me for over 40 years. And, that's really difficult. And I guess one of the reasons why I reached out to Stell was because I was sick of it being about that. And I actually thought it must be more than that. And so I thought, well, I need help. I need counselling. It actually must be about my head. I'm doing all these things and with no results, going up and down, and yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, amazing. And given what you've learned and your experiences through the program, what would you just say to someone who's considering reaching out for help or just working with me in the Food Freedom Program?
Yeah. Stel's amazing. She has a mission to change 1 million women's lives, and I'm so confident that she's going to do it. The one-on-one program is really tailored to you. It's very bespoke and personalised, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. It's worth every single cent. You know, it's also hard because you have to face into some of those fears. So I would say, if you're sick of treating yourself like shit and you're sick of using food as something that defines you, then you should challenge the way you think, and Stel will help you do that.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Beautiful. Last little question. How has the STOP method helped you along your journey, or any of the other tools that we work through?
Yeah, it's a lot of mindfulness eating now. You know, I think still we talked about stopping and giving that food the respect and the time that it deserves. That's been really helpful. And the other thing would be, like, when you're going to eat something, you know, I've started really questioning, is this from an emotion or is this because I'm hungry? And I think you taught me a lot to listen to my hunger signals in my body, not my brain. Because I reckon before I didn't like the hunger feeling. I thought it would, like, it made me feel like unsafe for whatever reason. So now I'm feeling much more comfortable with actually working with myself, not against myself. So just being aware about making a conscious decision and giving yourself permission, right? It's not, you know, perfectionism is overrated, and you don't need to be perfect. So I think, Stel, you gave me permission. And, you know, I think one of the biggest things was, you know, that moment about eating one Ferrero Rocher in front of my team. I just would die having to, you know, eat chocolate in front of anyone. But yeah, doing that little tool, that was pretty funny, really. Because, yeah, I'm sure there's lots of women or anyone who are just eating secretly for comfort.
Yeah, beautiful. And the memory I have of our last session together was you like, I'm so free. I don't think about food all the time.
It's true. And it's so surprising to me after all these years how quick that happened for me. Having spent all this wasted energy on thinking about food and being so against myself and my body and what I'm eating, it's freedom. I don't know, is that why it's called that, Stel?
That's why it's called that.
I suppose the good thing is that Stel takes you on the journey, so you have time to digest the thinking. And that's the key to the program, right? Because she can't say to you day one, you know, blah, blah, blah. You got to kind of work it out for yourself. And she's really good at making you think about that and what it means for you personally. So, yeah, it's been amazing. I've found it really challenging, but really rewarding. And I'm so thankful that I found Stel.
Oh, yeah. I'm so thankful that I found you too, my love. Oh, well, thank you so much, Kim, for sharing your journey with us. I'm so grateful that we have met each other. I'm sure we're going to have so many more memories together, whether it's definitely coming to visit you soon when we
Get out of
can.
lockdown, that's right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Del.